play as him. As I thought, Rip beat the neck, so now we're going to see Buzzroll versus Rip, which is a Fox versus Jigglypuff matchup, which is absolutely bad.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough for Rip, one way or the other. His character dies at ridiculously low percents.
You have to keep in mind that Rip is a really smart dude, and he actually took out, well, he almost took out Frizz, and he has beaten Buzzroll in sets before.
Oh, well. I didn't know about that. So this is basically Manhattan Grand Finals, right? It's Buzz #1 and Rip #2?
I thought Rip was from Wichita.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's from Wichita from what Buzzroll told me. Oh my gosh, that was the cleanest. That was a 0 to death.
I stopped paying attention for a second. I just totally missed that star.
Wow. Basically, Rip SD'd.
Oh.
So you didn't miss anything.
All right, good. Not that he SD'd, but I didn't miss anything.
So I just witnessed Rip actually SDI that shine. So that's not it did anything for him.
This is pretty much Puff life right now, from what I understand.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, Rip loves the stage. We always play game 1 onto the stage. Like he loves it. But like, it's just so bad for Jigglypuff against Fox. So bad.
Yeah, I'm not seeing why he would go here. I also don't see why Buzzroll isn't just like running away and throwing lasers a lot of the time. He's taking.
Are you kidding me?
He's taking unnecessary risks when he's 2 stocks ahead. No.
Are you kidding me? Buzzroll is so aggressive. Like, you can look at his hand while he plays, and you just know that he wants to beat you up.
He's spazzing his hands on the controller.
I
watched him on stream, and his hands were like shaking violently.
He is a spaz. That's why he side Bs and then actually reacts to his side B and presses B just in time so he doesn't kill himself.
I didn't know he did that. That's pretty smart.
He does that a lot.
I've seen him shorten a lot. I haven't seen. I haven't watched his hands while he was doing that.
Oh.
Most of when I've been watching Buzz has been me behind him, just like watching the TV.
Right.
I was TOing earlier. I couldn't spectate that much.
See, it cracks me up because Buzzroll is actually like a really chill guy, and then whenever he comes to play Melee, his hands just go all over freaking place. It's just insane to watch.
He goes nuts on his controller.
Buzzroll takes game 1. That was just a really bad stage pick by Rip. I feel like. I don't know. It's kind of hard to like choose which stages are best for Jigglypuff because it's like.
I mean, you have Dreamland,
but like Digger's always going to take out Dreamland.
Yeah. Besides that, what are you going to do? Although this is a best-of-5 set.
It's kind of like.
If I'm not mistaken, right? So he can't ban that.
If you're,
they're here. So.
If you're going to play Jigglypuff versus Fox, you have to have just an overall knowledge on how the Fox plays. Like, is he constantly going in a lot? Then go to Dreamland or Pokemon Stadium or something like that. Yeah. If he's constantly like lasering and stuff like that, go to Yoshi's Store or Fountain of Dreams. You know, it just depends on what the Fox is like. But no matter what,
Jigglypuff, this cannot be good. No matter what. You see, he just died at 88% after the up smash on Dreamland.
Yeah.
Like that's not even the lowest I've seen a Jigglypuff die on this stage. It's just the life of the character, really. This matchup is not pretty.
It's like there's no good stage for Jigglypuff to win against Fox. It's just a matter of like knowing how the Fox plays. That's just how I feel about this matchup.
Yeah, it's rough no matter how you look at it. We've seen already, Rip is a pretty smart player.
Oh, he's incredibly smart.
We'll see what he can do here. He's keeping, in the game, this game at least. And it looks like he has a pretty good lead, stock lead.
The laser didn't get him, surprisingly. It freaking went through his flower. A cute little flower.
He watered the flower.
He didn't water the flower. He burned it off.
Well, it's still there.
I mean, it's still fully intact, so.
Oh, he survived. That was amazing DI by Rip.
I love Rip's reaction to that, too. He's just like, oh, thank God. I made it.
Yeah, he wants to hang on to this for as long as he possibly can. If I were Rip right now, I'd probably be jumping around and kind of like sitting on the platforms.
Yeah.
Just to like dare Fox to make a move. Of course, I'm not Rip. I'm not in losers finals.
And he's also 2 stocks ahead now.
Yeah.
Nice read.
Oh, he just
That's
won.
it.
Wow.
So remember when we were talking about how Rip was a genius?
Yeah.
He's a genius. He's pretty dang good.
Oh, I see that. I wouldn't want to play this guy in tournament.
He's pretty scary. He knows how to get his rest. Like, honestly, I like to compare him a lot to Massive because, he's the local Jigglypuff around here, and he always beats me. And, like, the way that Massive gets his rest and the way that Rip gets his rest are both completely different. Rip does it based off of reads. Massive does it based off of game mechanics, at least for Sheik's case.
Well, I've seen Massive play a little bit, not locally actually, but I watched him at UFGTX, and it looked like he was getting all of his rests off of like little pokes.
Yep.
He'd make one poke in neutral, and he'd he'd eventually convert it into a situation where it was like a 50-50 whether he'd get the rest or not.
Right.
And he'd just go for it because, you know, what do you have to lose?
It's very similar to how Rip does it. I feel like he like when it comes.
Rip is doing rest raw, though, in a lot of the
exactly.
A lot of the time. Or massive, like, he likes to manipulate people a little bit before he gets the rest. Kind of like that.
That was guaranteed. That was guaranteed.
Oof.
So was that. That was a bad choice to use the rest there.
Yeah. If they were even stocks, it might have been a different look, but I don't think that was good. Rip really needs to start DIing these, or SDIing these up throw up airs.
Oh, he's pretty consistent when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's just very difficult. Let's be real here.
I see him taking a lot of unnecessary damage from that. And, you know, when you're Jigglypuff, you just can't be taking that damage. At least, thankfully for him, Buzzroll is being aggressive and not really using his gun very much.
Exactly. Like, both Frizz and Buzzroll are very similar in that aspect where they never want a laser. They always want to go in.
Yeah, they always want to be right in your face, and I can sympathize with that very strongly.
Of course you can.
Oh.
So Buzzroll thought he could actually get to that rollout in time.
I don't know. I wasn't sure.
Oh, that's another weird nuance I found about Rip is that he'll often do a rollout. Like,
that was a brilliant up smash.
It was a brilliant up smash. But, like, Rip, he does rollouts, like, out of tech errors. And I'm like, how can you mess up a tech as Jigglypuff?
I air dodge with Jigglypuff sometimes when I was starting to play Melee. I know you played me during that time.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, first time I played Melee in a long time. And I use custom controls in my other games, so I would keep, like, jumping and air dodging off stage with Puff.
What is this set? I swear we've had back-to-back 3 stocks all 3 games.
Yeah, it's looking kind of rough for Rip right now with Buzzroll having all the momentum, but you never know what he's going to do to try to bring that back. And I mean, we've already seen him pull some stunning edge cards on that game on Dreamland, so we'll see.
And he also got the 3 stock on that stage too, so it's just kind of like they're both just destroying each other.
It wasn't because of Dreamland either. He just outplayed him very, very strongly off the ledge.
Also, partly because it's Dreamland.
Well, I mean, he survived 1 hit for it, didn't he? Like up smash, but I don't think that had that much of an effect.
But it did have that much of an effect because
momentum, which matters, of course. But
you have a whole new game because you get to fill your bucket as far as you can because Dreamland is just such a big stage. Was there actually somebody behind me? Is there a ghost in here? I'm scared. I'm freaking scared now.
Don't be scared. I haven't felt anything. You're okay.
Okay. Well, ghosts can't touch people.
They make the room cold, don't they?
We need to stop. I'm feeling cold right now. Are you kidding me? Shut up.
I don't. I feel fine.
I feel absolutely cold right now. I think the ghost is touching me.
If I open the door, will you feel better about it being cold in here?
I would feel better if the ghost left.
Oh, that was a heartbreaking rest.
That's the second time that he missed a rest and got hit by an up smash afterwards.
Maybe he needs to tone down those rests a little bit and just go for like the bread and butter.
I mean, it's definitely a giant commitment to go for the rest.
Especially when you're at kill percent, which for Jigglypuff is 50 in this matchup.
Yep.
You don't want to rest unnecessarily because even if you hit him, sometimes you're gonna die. Just depending on where he dies.
Both of these players were just being so clever in that situation right there. Both of each other just going.
Their footsies game was really impressive, though.
Yeah.
For sure. Ooh.
That's what I was trying to say.
That was almost something. No, maybe it is still something. Wow, Rip is making a lot of hard reads here on where Buzzroll is going to go. It's really something to watch.
Just like that uppie at the end right there, and now he's pretty much evened it up to an extent.
You see how many hard reads he made in the air right there?
Yeah,
that was like 3 or 4 just as he was falling back down to the ground.
Buzzroll just smiles. He's like, yeah, Fox.
I would not put this past Rip at this point. He's done some really clever stuff here. All he has to do is put together 1 or 2, off-stage throws and just
and then a rest.
Yeah, or rest.
You don't want to rest at this point because you will die.
Don't rest now. Rest later. Still, as we speak, it's the hill is all right.
Game over.
I can't use that metaphor anymore because you lost.
Wichita is taken out of the tournament, and now we're left with the rematch between Frizz and Buzzroll, and that was an incredibly close set.